Right now, the world's supply chains are changing faster than ever before. New tariffs, shifting factories, shipping disruptions, these sound like problems. But for smart businesses, they're the biggest opportunities we've seen in years. Let's break down what's actually happening and where the money is. Three major forces are reshaping global commerce right now. First, tariff chaos. Nearly 3/4 of trade professionals say U.S. tariff changes are the biggest challenge they face, that's up from just 41% last year. Second, shipping routes are under pressure. The Red Sea crisis added days to delivery times, and the Panama Canal has new constraints. Third, semiconductors are tight because AI servers need massive amounts of chips. These disruptions are creating gaps in the market. And gaps mean opportunity. Companies are bringing manufacturing home. The US, Europe, and Asia are all investing heavily in domestic factories. The fastest growing areas? Defense equipment, solar panels, electrical transmission gear, data centers, and rail infrastructure. If you can supply components for these sectors or help companies set up domestic factories, demand is skyrocketing because imports are now riskier and more expensive. The semiconductor crunch is real and it's not ending soon. Global chip demand hit $820 billion in 2026, up 18% in just 2 years. AI chips demand jumped 30% yearly. Memory chips have 40+ week lead times. If you have access to semiconductors, memory, power management chips, or can source components faster than competitors, you can charge premium prices. The companies building AI infrastructure will pay whatever it takes. Clean energy is exploding. The global green energy market is growing at 14% annually. Solar panels are the hottest product, 36% of all green energy investment. Asia dominates with 37% market share, but North America is the fastest growing region. Governments everywhere are pushing renewable targets. If you can supply solar equipment, battery storage, wind turbine parts, or green hydrogen technology, you're looking at a decade of sustained demand. Getting into supply chains for these products now means locking in contracts for years. New trade agreements are opening doors. The EU and India just reached a historic deal that cuts tariffs on 96% of goods traded between them. Bangladesh, Thailand, and Southeast Asia are signing reciprocal agreements with the US. At the same time, companies are spreading suppliers across regions instead of relying on one country. That means if you're in Mexico, Canada, or Japan, there's huge demand to replace China-dependent supply chains. And if you can help companies navigate these new agreements and tariff rules, compliance consulting is a goldmine. Global trade in 2026 is unpredictable, but the patterns are clear. Companies are reshoring, spreading suppliers, and desperate for semiconductors and green energy. If you can solve supply problems, help with reshoring, source hard-to-find chips, or plug into renewable energy supply chains, you're positioned to win big. The disruption is real. So are the profits.